Each protein bar is only going to have 187 calories.
What?
I know, crazy. Do we believe in Jesus? Not particularly. Do we believe in Easter? Hell yeah. Today's homemade protein bar recipe is going to be extremely simple. It's going to taste amazing, it's going to have stupidly good macros, and it only takes 5 minutes. Or 10 minutes if you get distracted like I do. Now, I don't care much about the Easter Bunny, but I do care about his mini eggs, which never really made sense to me because rabbits don't lay eggs, so shouldn't it be like the Easter chicken? But anyway, I told you I'd get distracted. If you want a low calorie protein bar that you can whip up a big batch of and then store for months, if you want over 20 grams of protein in a bar that's under 200 calories, if you want to be so muscular that the Easter Bunny is too intimidated of you to even try, to even attempt to hide those eggs from you, then this is the video for you. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, and we can get into it. Alright guys, I promised you simple, and that is exactly what I'm going to deliver. The ingredients that you're going to need to make these protein bars are going to be 132 grams of a chocolate protein powder, 126 grams of Vitafiber powder, 40 milliliters of 0 calorie syrup, and of course 30 grams of mini eggs. Now this is going to be the perfect amount to make 5 impressively sized protein bars. Trust me, I'd know about impressive size. So hopefully it goes without saying that if you want to make 10 bars, double the amounts. If you want to make 20 bars, times them by 4. If you want to make 30 bars, then you've probably got some other issues we should work on first. You can also feel free to add cocoa powder into your protein powder mix if you want to make it even more chocolatey, and you can add some low calorie or calorie free sweetener into the mix as well. But a word of warning, the syrup and Vitafiber already make this super sweet, so unless you want it to be hella sickly, don't add too much. Do people still say hella anymore? Bringing it back! As always, if you need to grab yourself any of the ingredients for this recipe, the ones that I use and recommend will be linked in the description, so make sure to head down there and check them out if you need to. Alright, it's now time to actually make the damn bars, and the first thing we're going to need is a large bowl. Okay, so first things first, we're going to be adding our 132 grams of chocolate protein powder into a large bowl. Bear in mind that whatever protein powder you use is actually going to form the base of how these bars are going to taste. So if you're skimping out on a cheap protein powder that tastes like trash, don't go blaming me. Once you've got your protein powder measured out, you want to get some water boiling ready for later on, and then we're going to weigh out 126 grams of your Vitafiber powder into a separate bowl. Try not to touch it with wet fingers because the stuff gets sticky as hell. Now add in your 40 grams of boiling water and then mix the two together until you get a syrup that looks like... Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. But anyway, now pour your 40 milliliters of 0 calorie syrup into the Vitafiber syrup and mix those until you've got a pretty even consistency. Next up, just pour your syrup into the protein powder and start mixing the two. Like I say in all of my protein bar videos, I warn you, this takes some patience. It will seem like there is nowhere near enough liquid to pick up all of that protein powder. Your forearms are going to get tired. It's going to take too long. Look, I don't want to hear it. Do you want to get massive or not? That's what I thought. Get on with it. Stick out the mixing process until you've got a solid clay-like lump of protein bar mixture. It should be nice and moldable, but also completely solid. After that, wash your hands, you animal. Then cover a tin with parchment paper and begin to spread your mixture evenly over the tray. Remember that the container you use will decide how big and thick you like your protein bars to be. So if you like it thick, you know what to do. Slightly wet your fingertips to stop the mixture sticking to your fingers as you prod out the mix. Trust me, this tip is a lifesaver. Now we're nearly finished. The final step is to get your mini eggs, weigh out 30 grams. We're going to take half of the eggs and very carefully cut them in half. Seriously, be careful, I nearly lost a few fingers here. Then with the other half of the eggs, we're going to get something flat and crush them into little chunks. It will give us more variety throughout the bar, and it will also seem like we get more volume for the calories of chocolate. Now the final step is to decorate them, so place your halves facing down and try to space them so that you get an equal amount per bar. And then with the smashed pieces, just sprinkle them over as evenly as you can. Once you're happy with how it's all looking, whack those bad boys in the freezer. After an hour or so, take them back out and cut them into roughly equal sized bars, as many as you like. I made 5. And as you can see from the B-roll, these are not some little baby protein bars, they've got some meat to them. Now wrap the bars individually in more parchment paper and pop them back in the freezer. Like I said, super simple. 4 ingredients and a little bit of preparation time, a little bit of mixing effort, and you've got protein bars for days. Just make sure to stock up on mini eggs because unfortunately you can't get them year round. But anyway, let's look at the total calories and macros per bar. Okay, so I promised you some crazy macros on these protein bars, and I was not joking. If you make these exactly like the recipe that I gave you, each protein bar is only going to have 187 calories.
What?
I know, crazy. And within those calories is going to be a massive 20 grams of protein, just 10 grams of carbohydrates, and only 2.5 grams of fat. Oh yeah, and also 23 grams of fibre.
What?
And here we have it, guys, the beautiful mini egg Easter homemade protein bars. You know the macros are incredible, and you know that mini eggs are the best chocolate out there. You know it all makes sense. So you've got to try this recipe. If you do give these a try, make sure to send me a picture on Instagram at ashmaypt, and also drop a comment below and let me know how it went. Remember to check the description box if you do need to get any of these ingredients, because I've linked to the ones that I personally use and recommend in there, so that you can make these yourself, nice and cheap. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post new videos every single week, so join the team and don't miss out. As always, thank you so much for watching, and until the next one, see you later, guys.